Only Bourbon Fans.
What is going on, Only Bourbon Fans? It's your new host, Vinnie, and I'm joined here tonight with Albert. And what are we drinking, Albert?
We're drinking the Jefferson's Tropics.
Ooh, we've been looking out for this one for a while, haven't we?
Yeah, and a little bit of background. Yes, if you listen to our podcast, you know that I have been looking for this for quite a long time. But you came to visit me 2 weekends ago, and on your way, you stopped at the store and you found us.
They had it, and the guy pointed to it and said, I have it in stock, and I turned around and I knew I had to grab it.
Yes. So you rolled into the door, and that was the first time I had seen Tropics, first time either of us had even tried it.
So, yeah, pretty exciting.
Mm-hmm. So to get into a little bit about what we're drinking here, if you don't know, this is, it says Jefferson's Tropics, finished in Singapore, aged in humidity. It's coming in at 52%, so 104 proof. What they did with this, the barrels of fully matured Kentucky straight bourbon traveled to Singapore and are finished in a climate of unrelenting equatorial heat and humidity before returning home. This to me sounds like a play on their Ocean series. There's a whole bunch of different Oceans bottles that have come out over the years, and they've definitely gained popularity. Jefferson's does a few other things. I have the Twin Oak, which I would describe that as drinking tree bark. But they've done they're known for doing things a little bit outside of the box. And on our podcast, we have talked about different ways to speed up the aging process, and one of them was, introducing the barrels to some sort of different kind of environment. So this traveled on a boat, went overseas. Based on my research, these things were aged for 18 months in a non-temperature controlled warehouse when they were in Singapore.
And it's a 10-year, correct?
Yep, it was a 10-year bourbon that was put on the ship. Mm-hmm. A couple other things, if you get online and you search around for some information on this, there really isn't that much. But one thing I did find pretty funny was Jefferson's actually said, if you were to think that this was a gimmick, you should try this bourbon side by side with the flagship bourbon. So they're basically calling those people out. Like, this is different. So yeah, definitely give it a shot. All right.
I love that, and good on them for doing it.
Yeah, say it out loud. Ready to get into this?
I sure am.
Just gonna skip the nosing.
I did the nosing. Don't worry.
I'm getting a lot of spices on the nose.
I get a lot of spices as well. It almost reminds me of like a little bit more of like a higher proof that you're getting, like how the higher proofs have that spice in it, and I'm getting that on the nosing.
All right, first sip here.
It's so smooth. It's so unbelievably smooth, and it does give you a little tiny bit of a bite that you want in your bourbon. I know we said this when we were together, but I am a believer in Jefferson's now after drinking this bottle.
Yeah, and my favorite Jefferson's actually is a single barrel. It was a Pennsylvania Fine Wine and Good Spirits Select barrel. That was like full of nuts on that one. This is not that. It's totally different. On the flavor, I'm getting a lot more fruit on this.
That's the same with me. I'm getting a little bit of a fruity taste to it.
Yeah, and then like as it finishes, there's definitely a salt taste in there, which maybe that's part of that. It's just in the back of my head because it's traveling on a ship over the ocean, but there's definitely a hint of salt there.
Yeah, really well done product by Jefferson's this time, and I wasn't a huge fanboy of Jefferson's at first. I did like their aged at Ocean, but this is definitely one that I would like to have on the shelf pretty much at all times now.
Yeah, I'm a Jefferson's fanboy, but I will tell you, I don't like every bottle. This is one that I do love. What's the price point on this? You bought?
So I bought two. The first one I got was 80. Second time I went around and bought it, it was 100. So.
Oh, wow. A different store?
Yeah. No, same store. I think they screwed up the first time ringing me out. Either that or because I've been asking for it for so long, the guy kind of hooked me up a little bit. But,
yeah.
I'm willing to pay that regardless of the price either way. I mean, I don't think I'd go over 120 for it, but $100 is probably my max out for it, and I would definitely pay that.
So our baseline rating scale is a 0 or a 1. That's the Only Bourbon Fans rating scale. 0 is you would not drink it again. 1 is would you drink it again? What do you got on this?
I got a 1 all day, every day.
Okay. I'm a big 1 too. The second part of that is value. And we always say, okay, would you buy it again? And that would be a 1. You have already purchased a second bottle. So that's I
am all in. I'll buy it whenever I see it if I'm out of it.
Yeah. So all in all, the Only Bourbon Fans, Vinnie and Albert, we rate this a 1 on would we drink it again and would we buy it again scale. We're big fans of Jefferson's and the Jefferson's Tropics.
Absolutely.
Thank you very much, everybody.